Yeah, we are live now.
Great. Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody.
Good
Hi.
morning. Hi.
Morning, all. Welcome to this week's meeting, the weekly Kangen Disputers Weekly meeting from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This is Sam Sia here from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm here with my co-host, 6A4 disputer Michael Saw. Say hi to Michael Saw here. Michael Saw, and say hi to everybody.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Okay. So today we have with us someone special. Let me just tell my story about this gentleman. About 10 years ago, I ran into this stranger, someone whom I never met before. This stranger started talking to me, and he was very cheerful, very enthusiastic. And you know, when somebody is enthusiastic and friendly, what do? You're more open with him, right? And so we started a chat. You know, we came from the same office. We belong to the same company. I was from the Kuala Lumpur office. He was from the Singapore office. So both of us, we are open and friendly. So we started a chat between strangers, and after that we connected. When I'm down in Singapore office, I'll bump into him, and so one day I got a call from him. He said that he had his sponsor who was coming to Malaysia and was going to introduce a new product in Malaysia. So for me, I was a person, I'm always looking for something to do then. And when somebody has something to show me, right, I'm always open. I will always, I always kept my mind open to look at new things. And when he came to, okay, I better stop talking already. So this is not this is not to talk about me, it's to talk about him. So here, so because of him, because of this stranger, I was so fortunate to be introduced to Kangen in Magic. So I would like to also pass the floor to Michael. Michael, for you to introduce this person.
Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, especially to those of you who have just joined into the Kangen Watch Party or the Facebook. This is the second part of our session where we have a great sharing by a gentleman called Mr. Bernard Chan, who is 6A3-5. And this is the gentleman who sponsored our team lead, our great team leader, Full House Power team leader, Sam Share. If you can sponsor somebody like Sam, you must be great. And if you are, for you be able to get Sam to do such great things, bring in such powerful performance, you yourself must be great too. So this is one gentleman, I tell you, who have inspired a lot of people into this business. And this is one gentleman we got to hear from. And today, his topic is called Seize the Moment. I will leave the floor to our great guy, Mr. Bernard Chan from Singapore, to talk about himself and how he's able to bring in great people into this business. And his topic today is called Sister Moment. Bernard, would you like to come in and share with the audience?
Hi, everyone.
Good morning, Bernard. Let's give Bernard a big round of applause and welcome. That's the way, to excite him, inspire him to share more juice with us.
It was to my blessing to have been in the elevator of Wisma E&C in Kuala Lumpur when I said hello to this stranger then called Sam Sia. And what a journey it has been for us, himself and myself, and resulting in exciting journey for many of us, serendipity. But I just want to acknowledge and honor all those who are on this. You are taking time aside, your precious time to learn. And I want to acknowledge and honor your efforts and your hunger. Yeah, okay. Michael posted me quite a long Q&A. So I decided the main topic is seize the moment. I don't even know how to pronounce the Latin. Carpe diem, is it? I've embedded a lot of the sharing into the Q&A later. But so I only have about 10-15 minutes for the first part. So now I just want to, I just want to point out this season to all of us here who are Kangen distributors, that there is a special moment here for the business. But I'd like to point out a few key points that I hope will, earlier Sam was asking who amongst here have better sleep, and I saw boom, 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 so many, and I hope these 4 points, and after the Q&A, that the potential of the Kangen business will cause you to have sleepless nights because of overexcitement. Yeah, I trust it will happen because it has happened to many of us. Okay, so number one, now that we are on Facebook Live, I like to be a bit more careful with my words. Energic is unique in many fronts. One of them is because we are 70% water, and because of the effectiveness of the water to help our body heal itself of various things. I'm being careful here. The effectiveness can be felt. Who agrees with me that the effectiveness, if we drink enough water from a well-serviced machine, every single person that drinks enough will feel a difference? Can you indicate somewhere, thumbs up, whatever, and all that? Say agree on your chat and all that. Yes, or whatever. For the rest, now there are many good supplements out there. Many. Okay, thank you for your response, everyone. Those that responded, and there are many good supplements out there where we hear people taking good testimonials here and there, but not everybody will have a noticeable, tangible manifestation of the effect with the products out there. So I like to say that the unique part of Energic, number one, is every single person using Energic can feel a tangible difference. Even the fit and healthy can feel a tangible difference. So that is unique in my opinion. And from the response, we are on the right page. For those who are not so familiar, just see the response, and you can see that as potential anecdotal evidence. On a side chat, a very, very, very rich billionaire. He is more than 100 billion. Okay, his worth. He says, if I see scientific evidence conflicting with enough anecdotal evidence, I will trust the anecdotal evidence more. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are newer, you just saw the anecdotal evidence. The Energic Kangen machine is a one-in-one product. Okay. Number two, the comp plan. Thank you, Velson. The compensation plan. It took the company 10 years to get a patent. Why did the company try to get a patent? In the industry called network marketing, or some call multi-level marketing, the perennial problem is money is slow. Energic has enough fat in the curve for commission to pay out strong commission without playing the system. When we play the system, we are short-circuiting our long-termness of the business. Energic's comp plan has enough fat in the curve in front to make good money fast. Now, I asked Sam this before in a leaders 2-3 day retreat. And Sam, I'd like to ask you again. Sam, when you started working on the business hard and you started earning fast money, what did it do to you and for you in terms of your belief for the business?
Oh, it strengthened my belief in the business so much more. You know, it's like for the first month I saw the money, and it's like I couldn't believe it. It was I couldn't. I had to pinch myself to see whether whether it was a dream or not. Okay, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Complan is unique as well in the sense that without asking people to buy more than what they need, it can pay fast money in the industry of network marketing. And this is another topic in itself. The Complan was designed through a heart of compassion. The product wasn't invented by the owner of the company. However, every aspect of the compensation plan was designed through the heart of a compassionate man. That's another topic altogether. So, number 3, including Ukon, only 1.4 million units done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 46-year-old company with an amazing product that I just mentioned. And those of you who's been around for the last 45 minutes, how amazing you know, with an amazing Complan that is patented, 46-year-old company, only 1.4 million units done. That itself, I will already say, ladies and gentlemen, let's seize the moment. Why? We are dealing with water. We cover 70% of every human being. Any supplements, I'm not against supplements. I take a lot of supplements. Energic has supplements. Any supplements deal with part of your 30%, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Himanshu. Any supplement deals with part of your 30%. Energic deals with 70% of your body and every potential customer. Okay, so now, what are the 3 points? 1, I call it a one-in-one product. Number 2, an amazing compensation plan. Number 3, the timing is just ridiculous. How can a 46-year-old company with the first 2 points having done only 1.4 million units? How come? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, let's seize the moment. Okay, I'm going to go to my 4th point, but before then, what do I mean by seize the moment? Let's create a legacy for our family now. For those of you who are already financially sound, let's go on to go and create a legacy of lives being touched, a life of fulfillment. Those of you who are not financially sound and have not achieved your financial dreams, you have greater reasons to go and seize the moment. Let me elaborate what I mean by seize the moment. In India, in Malaysia, in Singapore, whatever, we have our favorite series on television. Let's quit watching that for a while and go for something more meaningful, more fulfillment. I remember my home up to recently, maybe a year ago, 16 years, I didn't have a television. Why? The television makes Sony richer, not me. Television makes me poorer. Can I ask anyone, when was the last time you watched 10 hours of television, you became richer? Anyone? Any thumbs up? Any chat and all that? Exactly, Nayan. Yeah, so that is the opposite of seizing the moment. Now, I'm going to come to my 4th point. It's called the COVID phenomenon. After coronavirus hit all over the world, what happened? Sales dropped, even in Energic. Why? Many of us, leaders and distributors, were adjusting how to do it. Even the corporate office was trying to know what to do. Yeah, it's true. Every office dropped. And Energic dropped drastically. And our prospects, we couldn't meet them, so we needed to meet them through a new format called Zoom, etc. Many of them were not used to going on Zoom then. But because of their corporate job and all that, they were forced to go onto Zoom. Now, number one, today, everybody has access to meetings all over the world like never before. Case in point, look at this. Sam's weekly meeting. Sam, can I ask how many are in attendance normally in your weekly meeting? Normally, physical meetings.
Physical meeting. between ranges from 20 to 100.
Okay, look at this now. It's 268, and plus Facebook Live and so on, and many more meetings. Number one. Okay, the next phenomenon. Listen.
And there's 46 on Facebook.
Wow, so it's about 300. Now, people today are a lot more open to a second income. My dear, those who agree, please indicate in the chat. Are people a lot more open to second income today? Yes. So with the confluence of these original 3 points plus the fourth point, there was this guy who wrote a book during the last global downturn called Grant Cardone. He says, doom and gloom is the time to boom. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you, this is the time to get momentum. Do whatever it takes. Let's anyone want to indicate in the chat group what is your idea of whatever it takes. Michael, if you could facilitate that. I start off first. Whatever it takes is divorce. Have a divorce with your relationship with your television. For a season, cut down 90% of your chill time. 90% of your chill time. Preferably 100% of your chill time if you are in an all-out massive action. Any comments, Michael? You have to unmute yourself, Michael. Michael, we can't hear you, Michael.
Michael, you have to unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. The chat is not, there's not much response from the chat yet to your
Okay,
question.
no problem. So anyone want to contribute, unmute or whatever?
Maybe you can repeat the thing again, Bernard.
Okay, anyone want to share your idea of what I just said as in seize the moment, the coronavirus phenomenon for our business, plus the first 3 points I mentioned. Anybody? Sam, you want to mention?
Yes. Can I contribute? Perhaps I do an analogy. Okay. So before I started Kangen, right? And when I first heard about Kangen, normally people will ask a question: "What, Energic is not in Malaysia yet? How do I know whether Energic is going to be coming to Malaysia for sure?" But for me, when I was first introduced to Energic, right, I didn't think along those lines. My thinking was, Energic is not in Malaysia yet? Are you sure? Not here yet? Wow! I saw it differently. So the same thing with COVID-19. The thing is, this is a disruption. It presents new opportunities. So like you said, COVID-19 is here. All right. In moments of gloom and doom, it is an opportunity. More people are looking for income. A lot of people will be laid off. A lot of people are unable to get to work. So there are a lot of people out there who's looking for a second income right now. So it's better if you can see it, you will be out there cranking.
I give some example based on what Sam is saying. I add on to that and based on what I've been mentioning. The whole industry, the whole airline industry is almost dead. I hear that Tony Fernandez is selling his share, 49% share of Air Asia India, etc. The whole industry, the pilots, the stewardesses, that's just one industry, ladies and gentlemen. What about hotel industry? Do you think the people who's been working there for 20 years, they will be open to second income now? What else? anyone. Yeah, but the point is just these two alone is already amazing, ladies and gentlemen. My children's swimming instructor. Many pools do not allow too many people now, and they are already affected. The whole of tourism, and guess what? There are certain network marketing successes out there is based on these industry, tourism industry. What do you think these leaders with hundreds of thousands of downlines are going through now? Hint, hint. Yeah. So seize the moment. Don't. Yeah. Yes, consultancy business. Okay, a certain business that have not evolved, they need to meet in seminar rooms and all that. That's another one. So yes, Sonia, Enegic, but Enegic doesn't work, doesn't reach out. Enegic needs you and I. Yeah, hospitality, event management, tourism. Thanks, Davang. Yeah, so many. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to suggest don't go on an all-out massive action. Go on a super all-out massive action. Hemant has a picture with Mr. 10X himself. Please go on a 10X. Yeah. So basically, that's all I want to share. But along the way, the questions that Michael has said before me, I have more things to share embedded in there. Are you okay with that, Sam?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
So Michael, along the way, anyone, any questions?
They can put it in the chat box.
Yes.
If there's any questions for Mr. Bernard to share, please put it in the chat box so we can highlight it out.
Okay, so Michael, you go ahead. You had.
May I add something to what you have to say, Bernard?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I have been through a few rounds of bad times. I remember vividly to those days in 1997 and 1998. It was a gloom and doom time. People were so badly affected by the share market. People were losing their jobs, and a lot of professionals were not able to pay their bills, club bills. If I were to take that time and remember when I start talking to people, everybody was giving me gloomy and horrible experiences about their financial problem. But to me, that was one of the best periods to bring in people into this business. Can you imagine? I was doing about $20,000, sales in the month of January at that point. December month, the earlier year, I was doing 300,000. It dropped to 200,000. It's a terrible time, appropriate to what you have to say, gloom and doom time. But I reached out. I reached out to from KL. I went out to PJ where people have already paid off all their housing loans and things like that. I thought that was a good place to go to venture out to sponsor. And I'm glad I chose the right spot to go in. And my business from there bloomed. Not 10 times more than that. From 20,000 in 6 months, it went up to 1.5 million, beyond anybody's expectation, even my expectation. So in times of urgency, in bad times, there will be a lot of people trying to look for a living, and also, if possible, to be able to thrive. It's not survival. People are talking about thriving in a period of survival. That's why I agree with what you have just mentioned. In the time of gloom and doom, it's a time to bloom. We have got to stand out. We got to stand out so that people will want to join you. For example, today I hear you talk so energetic. How can I stop hearing you? But when I begin to listen to you share, the excitement that you and Sam shares and the other share is going to help me, propel myself into bigger achievement.
Actually, can I mention there are seasons I'm tired. I tell you why. Singapore is a wealthy country with many old people having to work. Those of you who come to Singapore, do you see that? There are many old Singaporeans mopping up Changi Airport toilet and all that. Singapore has no outskirts for retirement, for cheaper living. So Singapore is in a situation where so I like to ask my 50-year-old friends, I said, so and so, can I do a role play? Let me see who. I say, may say, Mr. Chin, can you come on? Chin
Yes.
Shofang. Okay,
Shofang,
Chin.
yes.
So let's say you are my Singapore friend, okay? Chin, you're my Singapore friend. I said, Chin, do you notice that the old man and the old lady in the hawker center, the Singaporean, wiping hawker center tables and clearing plates and Changi Airport toilet, mopping the toilet. You notice them, yeah?
Yeah.
Many, right? Chin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you think 20, 25 years ago they expected to have the present situation they are in now, 25 years ago? Do you think they expected that?
No.
Okay.
No.
So if we don't change today, many of us, including you and me, if we don't seize the opportunity, we will be mopping toilets in Changi Airport because they didn't expect. So today, Michael, thanks, Chin. So today, Michael, sometimes I'm a bit tired because many of the 50-year-old Singaporeans will end up today, they will end up mopping toilets, and I'm working very hard because the heavens have put in my heart the opportunity of Enegic, which has blessed me, and I have to put it out to my fellow Singaporeans that will not be able to retire and maybe mopping toilets. So I work very hard because I see what will happen in future. So I like to share a quick picture to sum up the 4 points. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead, Bernard. Go ahead.
Okay, a friend of mine created this picture for me based on okay, ladies and gentlemen, can you see this?
Yes.
With Enegic, with all the testimonials you heard and all the yeses to Sam's questions there, do you on Facebook Live now? It's a one-in-one product and a compensation plan and all that. The point is, in gold, the cost of exploration is the most costly. Even in oil, the extraction of the oil is not the most costly. It is the exploration cost that is the most costly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make this statement. The cost of exploration for success, whether Enegic is the right one or not, the cost of the exploration is already found. It's already over. There is gold underneath. Just got to seize the moment and use the tools. I hope you like that picture, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Good.
Back to you, Michael.
Thank you.
Bernard,
Yes,
Bernard,
Sam?
can I?
Yes, Sam, go ahead.
can I say something here? Bernard, what you just shared, right? Caused me to think of another point, which is that what you're saying, that cost of exploration is so much more. Sorry, the cost of exploration, is more than the cost of the
Excavation, extraction.
Okay, everybody, I would like y'all to listen to this. Okay, I think it's a very moot point to take note of. The cost of everybody here looking for prospects is the greatest, or the biggest work you want to do is in your prospecting. That's the biggest work you want to do. Once you've started doing the prospecting, right? Once you hit the prospecting, right? Everything is just so free flowing. It's like the oil oozing out from all your prospects who become customers. So the biggest work that you have to do in this business is in your prospecting. So you must always keep looking for your prospects. I see a lot of failures in these businesses. A lot of people do not look for prospects. There's no demos done. You have to go and look for prospects. That's where you should be focusing all your energy on. Focus on your prospecting. This business is all about prospecting.
Sam, can I add on to that?
Please.
Okay, a lot of people, a lot of you guys, some of the reasons that you are not driven to look for another prospect is you're not sure whether this is the vehicle for you. Could it be another one? But I'm telling you, it's confirmed there is gold below. With that conviction, you go and find prospects. Cannot fail. It's a matter of time, especially after what are some of the points I'm going to share later. I promise you, you will get value. Okay, back to you, Sam or Michael.
When it comes to prospecting, Sam and Bernard, what would be your focus? Because there are lots of people who are prepared to talk to you now because people are just more free. You know, do you focus on the product, our product, or do you focus on the business?
Okay, I'll go. We are jumping some of the questions. Sam, you want to mention or you want me to mention?
No, go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I will focus on both. If there is a $100 bill and $5 bill on the floor, which one do you pick up? I'll pick up both, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
Yeah. Now, however, I almost exclusively lead by business. Okay, let me elaborate why I will lead by business. Okay, it is on Sam's Facebook page, a post also when I was Sam invited me to train on a Wednesday in KL. I think it was in December or January. But anyway, here are my reasons. Combination of two reasons why I almost exclusively lead by business. Number one, there are 5 core concerns in this world generally, unless you're in a war-torn country, you are just wanting to avoid bullets, you know. But by and large, healthcare concerns, healthcare cost concerns. Okay, they are different. Retirement concerns, financially speaking, daily living concerns from a financial standpoint, and the last one is a children's education. Perhaps in India, dowry as well. I hear it's I don't know. That's what I was told. But the point is, 4, 5 of these, any other concerns, you almost can exclusively fit into these 5. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah. If it just put in the chat if you agree. Now, out of these 5, do you realize 4 are money related? And 1 is health related. For the life of me, why want to go with the narrow path? Himanshu is smiling with a knowing smile, right? Because it's not what you think is good for your friend that matters. It's what your friend is concerned about that matters. Seek first to understand. And these are the 4. Okay. So 4, that's 80% of needs compared to the 20%. Can you give a thumbs up, indicate on your chat that is a aha moment for you? You know, agree, whatever, you know, you got value, you know. Now, so thank you, Simon. So hear me out. The biggest curse to success in Energic is the power of the machine in a certain aspect. We got so emotionally attached to the power of the machine that we don't think through and we just shoot from the hips and our emotions. But based on the point I just mentioned, it's very clear. Okay, so let's role play. Let's role play. Michael, your answer should be a no, okay? Michael, would you be interested to make extra money?
No.
Oh, really? May I know why? I suppose you've got a nice stockpile.
Stockpile of gold, Some pile of money or
Yeah.
well, I'm just not keen on this business.
Okay. I want to respect you for that. Thank you for replying. Then Michael, would you be interested to feel 10 years younger?
For sure. Yes.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, can you see when a person says no for the 80%, my first approach? Do you see it's very natural for me to go back down? I call it down to the health approach. Was it very awkward or very natural, ladies and gentlemen?
Smooth.
Yeah, very smooth, right?
Yes,
Very
yes.
So number one, why I almost exclusively approached by business is 4 out of 5 of core concerns are money related. Number two, it is very easy to fall back down when the first one it's a no-go for now. Let's try the other way. If I approach a prospect about a health because he has high blood pressure, okay, remember Enegic doesn't heal. Kangen water only helps the body to repair itself. Legally put it out there. Okay. And that person says no because, if I'm fated, I'll just take this tablet, this medicine, and my blood pressure drops to 120. Now, it will be really awkward to tell from there to talk about the business from there. Agree, everyone?
Yeah.
So when I combine these two reasons together, it's very obvious. Chandra Bose says, look for sellers at Enegic's India 4th anniversary. Yeah. So a lot of people think I am, I don't care about the product. Not true, ladies and gentlemen. Not true. But just based on the reason, I act accordingly. So, Michael, I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, you have. And you also given good advice too. Because there are many of us who are stuck selling the product, They're not talk about the business. Thank you for your gems, your advice.
You're welcome. So if I may add on to one thing, more so now during the COVID phenomenon. Yeah, more so now. And I like to ask some distributors, how many products does Enegic have? And some will say K8, SD501, Junior 4, etc., right? Ladies and gentlemen, Heyman, that one will be for senior distributors. Enegic has only 2 products: the machines and the business. I hope I've given clarity.
Yeah, that's great. Making it simple for people to choose. And there's not much to choose because these are all necessities. Money, health. Thank you for your wisdom. In your early days, there must be a lot of challenges. Are there any difference between then and now? Challenges for new people, challenges for the old guys who have been in this business?
Yes. The challenges are very similar. By and large, people, the general average mean representation of the people out there, the level of hunger is very low, average. But the good news is there will always be those that are super hungry. It's for us to unearth and to find only. So the challenge is still the same. So the challenge is all in the mind, meaning to find a Sam Seah, to find a Chin So Fang or Bernard Chan, to find a Judy Fleming. Now it is, or Heyman or whatever, it is difficult because you have to comb through the numbers who are not hungry. Or if, hear this, we tend to overestimate what we can achieve in a year and underestimate what we can achieve in 5 years. Now, based on that point, the Sam Seahs, the Bernards, and so on, they are out there. We don't know. The last I checked, all of us here in this Zoom call, no crystal ball. The crystal ball says Hemant is the next big one. No. So how do you know? You just got to farm through the numbers. So the difficulty is in the mind, because if you are ready to farm through the numbers to unearth the Samsias of the world, if the mindset is there, then it's not difficult. So that's the main challenge, is to let people understand that failure is the norm. Failure is the norm until the success hits. There you go, Michael.
Thank you very much, Bernard.
Yeah.
Bernard, I find that you are a guy who always think out of the box.
I don't have
Why do
box.
I say? Why do I say that? It's not easy to get people to come into this Zoom session or even our regular Wednesday meetings. But yet you are getting people like Sam, Chin, Nolly, and the group to get out of the box, go and listen to the Americans like Eric Worre. How would it help? Why do you make these people to get out of the box so that they can learn from even bigger mentors?
Can I answer that for you?
Yes,
When I-
please.
Actually, the answer is very simple. He asked me 7 times. He asked me to go to everybody 7 times. So he spoke to me the first 3-4 times. I said, I no need to go. I don't have to go, right? But he kept on asking me, kept on asking me to go. So after asking me for 6-7 times, then I told myself, there must be something in this Eric Worre. Otherwise, Bernard won't be asking me 7 times to go. So it's all about asking people 7 times.
And Sam, even on the way to attend the leadership training in July or August, on the way, is still regretting.
Yes.
I mean, Sam is the fastest -6 in the world. And after attending the leadership training, you guys heard his interview, some of you. I say, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you rate yourself? He rated himself as 2 or 3.
It could be the next -7. Let's give him a big round of applause and give him some energy so that he can achieve
Sam,
the 7 to
I
be
wanna
able to
acknowledge-
lead us to be even better, bigger roles. Yeah.
Yes. And also, so I changed when I learned from people in the industry that were bigger than me. And I believe also some other people that didn't listen to me and later they went because they saw the change in me as well. Association. So back to you, Michael.
Yeah, thank you, Bernard, for your persistency. You have seen how the grass in America is greener, and you have brought people like Sam, the rest, to go and see, and they found that it's really great, invigorating, plenty of experience. So it's dripping down to us now.
I like to mention why, okay? The key points I mentioned earlier, the one-in-one product, 46 years, are certified as a medical device in Japan, etc., ISO, amazing complaint, and all that. Do you realize sometimes that has become a crutch for some of us? Let me elaborate. When I look at the industry at large, with small products to earn $1 million, other supplements, skincare, where they're not even certified medical device. I'm not saying they're no good, they're good. I use a lot of network marketing products because the research is there, yeah. And when I look at how can my friend make $1 million a year with this product, then I realize, we ladies and gentlemen, you got to listen to this. We have unfair advantage. But that has become a crutch for many of us to improve. Be excellent at what you do. Let me explain what I mean. Be punctual. I hope none of you, I hope next week, Wednesday, 10:59, at 11 o'clock, nobody comes into the Zoom meeting anymore, because those that want to come in already in. Be punctual. Be kind with your words. Be extreme with your activity. know that your boss is your day planner. Your calendar is your boss. You know, so when I see the all due respect to the top leaders in Enagic, but when I look at the quality, good as it may be, but when I compare to the leaders in other companies who can earn 1-2 million, how can they earn 1-2 million? Because they have to dig so deep within them. And I said, I want to learn from these people. How can they earn the same as me or more with products like that? So that's the reason, Michael.
Wonderful, Bernard.
Mm.
For those people who are new, I'm sure they will want to find out some secrets that you have.
Mm.
Do you have any SOP
Yes.
when you meet, say, new prospects?
Yes, I do. Prospects, is it? Or
New prospects for this business and for the product when we talk about prospects. Yeah.
Prospects. It's a different topic. Prospects, how we prospect. I will prospect based on business first.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you have any standard questions that you ask?
Yeah.
Do you have an SOP?
Can I be very frank? Most of you will be better than me. It's just I'm very tenacious at what I do. I keep doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. Okay. So my usual questions will be, hey, Michael, interested to earn extra money?
Sure.
You
Yes,
know,
yes.
Hey, Michael, would you be interested to make extra 150,000 Singapore dollars over 3 months potentially?
Yeah, tell me how.
yeah. So 150 will be 6A over 3 years potentially. Please use the word potentially. Or Michael, what's your plan B? I notice in the Malaysian team now a lot of plan B, you know. But what's your plan B? Yeah. Maybe you guys probably have better questions than me, but hone that skill in the area of prospecting for business more than prospecting for health. Okay, then after that, if cannot, then the usual drop back down to health and all that. But I like to talk about advice for the new guy. Okay, which is also one of the questions you posed to me on our chat. 3 biggest factors to success, right, Michael?
Yeah.
So can
please share.
Okay. Enagic, number 1, the most important. I will add more than 3. You need to have clarity of what the business is about. Don't be a salesman in Enagic, be a businessman. Okay, based on prospecting by business first and all that. Okay. The clarity is the vision of Enagic, which is true health to the world. I cannot understand why many people are offering one of the 3 healths only, body health. Okay, so you need to have clarity that there are only 2 products in Enagic. That is of utmost importance. And therefore, don't be fooled by a person's rank. Ladies and gentlemen, rank is not your asset. Having a business builder is your asset. The super asset is having a business builder that becomes independent of you. And the most super asset is a business builder that is independent of you, that becomes better than you, or what I call the influencer. Okay, so let the rank come accidentally. So advice for the new guys. The second point is a person needs to have a reason for the business. A very, very strong reason for the business. The reason will inoculate you from rejections. Can I have a show of hands who enjoy rejections here? one of Sam's favorite question. Nobody enjoys rejections, but we are.
I don't see any hands up.
Yeah. Unless those of you who've been trained, you see this. Okay, I don't need to elaborate. When you understand this, you enjoy rejections because you know your next MCR is nearer. Your next Chin Shaw Fang and so on. Okay, understand what I'm saying? But if you are not educated in this, nobody likes rejection. And you can inoculate yourself if your reason for the business, thank you, Velson, is strong. Okay, that is another topic in itself. Okay, therefore, do not slow down. Don't slow down. Okay, okay. The next thing, some of us here have hit very stratospheric figures, especially those in 1 year, 2 years, and you are earning very good money. Okay, to those who are fairly successful, listen to this advice. Think of the aeroplane. Your plane has taken off. Never slow down until your plane comes to cruising altitude. Not when it's still going up to cruising altitude. Never slow down. I felt that happened only after 3.5, 4 years. My team was doing 600 units a month. No, 800 units a month before I felt I could every 2 months go and watch movie with my wife. I remember when I watched a movie after 2.5 years in the business, Sam asked me, "Hey, you watch movie or man?" You know, so never listen, don't make the mistake because you're success, you slow down. Don't. Wrong time. Wrong time. Slow down only when your team is moving even without you. The volumes keep coming without you. And that volume has to be 5, 6, 7, 800, 1,000. Okay? And advice for the new guy. Have long vision. Therefore, never oversell. Sometimes try to undersell. Okay, my guru in network marketing says the truth is good enough. That's it. That's my advice to the new guy, Michael.
Thank you very much for your good advice. I'm sure a lot will be able to appreciate that part. Now we turn on to the old guys, or those who have already, spent some time in this business.
Okay.
Some are thinking of running away from this business, and yet Bernard, having been in this business for so long, you're still talking so enthusiastically, energically about this business. Tell us your reasons. Why you are so different? Tell us.
Okay, I have to be very frank, ladies and gentlemen. 2016 to 2018, I was working hard, but I was not hustling. I was not expanding myself. Okay, because the success, I have a certain degree of success, and I have a downline called Sam Sia, who is growing the business so actively, etc., and many other, and you guys. And I was drifting in my soul. I to be very frank. So, and a person who's focused on growth, I felt very terrible. So I meandered my way to a industry event in Las Vegas in December 2018. I went there to listen to many people, but the guy that attracted me, the guest speaker, was a billionaire, used to be a very famous basketballer called Magic Johnson. Billionaire, and his flavor is very in line with what I adhere to. He is a billionaire because his mantra is always undersell and over-deliver. So I was drawn to attend the event, and the bonus was, this is life-changing for me, ladies and gentlemen. In network marketing industry, there are about 4 people that have earned $100 million and above, to the best of my knowledge. One of them was a guest speaker. Now, give me a sign, thumbs up or whatever, that you agree $100 million in MLM commissions is a lot. No? Oh, yeah, okay. So this guy was a speaker, and after he speaks, he comes back down, and every other speaker, would you consider, will be his juniors, and therefore from different companies, but they're his juniors. And there he was sitting in front, taking notes. $100 million man ready to take notes. So I asked him, how come you're taking notes? And he said, it's all about contribution, man. That's his way of saying, it's about contribution, man. When he said that, here, small little me, almost felt a dagger into my soul and twisted. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't make the mistake as I did for the 2 years. Don't let success come in the way of your growth. Don't ever let success come in the way of your growth. The most important in Energic journey is your growth. And money is a byproduct. Good relationship is your byproduct. So I implore you, don't make my mistake. Yeah. So so for the old guys, okay, advice for the old distributors. To those that are doing well, I think it's very clear. That is the advice. Refire, enlarge your goals. The old guys that are not breaking through yet, apply the same things as what I mentioned, the 3 biggest factors for success. Clarity, all-out massive action and focus, and have long vision, and don't slow down until you hit cruising altitude. So that's it. Over to you, Michael.
Thank you very much for your gems,
Welcome.
Bernard. It's always a pleasure listening to you because you don't think like the normal guy.
I take that as
Maybe
a
that's-
compliment.
Yeah, maybe that's the secret, no, of you becoming so successful in recruiting people, great giants like Sam and many others in Singapore too.
Sorry, on
Yeah.
that note, thinking out of the box, I give you an example. What is in the center of the earth? Molten, right?
Yes, yes.
How do you know? You mean someone went there to verify that? No one has actually verified that. No hole has dug in there so deep before, and yet we take it as gospel truth. That's my point, thinking out of the box. We can surmise that it's potentially the truth, but not. But it's never been proven right. So I rest my case. I like to think out of the box, you know. Yeah. So anyway, go back to you again, Michael.
Based on your experience, Bernard, because
Yes.
you have such a big group and it's in different countries.
Yeah.
The traditional way we used to do this business was to share the water,
Yes.
eyeball to eyeball meeting with individuals. But now with this Zoom, with this COVID, we are not able to be so mobile in meeting people individually. What do you see about the importance of adopting the multimedia in our growth? And do you have anybody in your group now who have successfully employed the multimedia to succeed at 6As and whatever?
Yeah. There's some that have some business coming in through social media and so on. Okay, but my point on internet and social media, massive oversight. Yeah, I never saw the power of social media. Okay, so I have to be very frank. So what would I do differently now that I know if I was starting off? Okay, number one, I will try to understand the lingo. I try to learn it and be proficient. It's difficult for me, frankly. So number one, go and pay for subscription for EWS or whatever and let them do the work.
The Energic web system, EWS.
Yeah, or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Number one, I tried, and I don't have the slant to be proficient. And if you do a half-baked job, you won't get a lot of benefit from there. The other thing is I will encourage my team members who are having that slant towards that direction to learn from the best. The yearly event in Vegas in December, I know a lady in the last 12 months, I think she exclusively works from her living room. $3.2 million a year in the last 12 months.
Income.
Wow,
that's great.
Income. Yeah. So, and she graciously opened up all her secrets to people who go and attend. So I will encourage people who have that slant in my team to learn from these people. Yeah. So highly encourage. Maybe even pay for some of them, pay 50% of their trip to go and attend. Yeah. Satish, her name, I can't remember her name. Jessie Lee. Okay. Yeah.
When you begin to subsidize for certain people that whom you have selected. What is the success rate like, Bernard?
I almost never subsidize fully. I like to subsidize partial because I like the person to have a skin in the game.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good advice.
Yeah. Success
Ah.
rate. I don't know. I didn't do a measure. I'm yeah.
Off the cuff, was it? Is it worth trying again?
Yes, yes. I mean, dealing with human relationship is a bit hard to generically say worth trying. You know, you have to be wise in picking the right people.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good chance to ask the guru. If you talk about Sifu, he will be the grand Sifu, because he recruited our great man, Sam Sia. Take this opportunity to ask questions, type it in the chat so that I can help you, dig some gems from our guru here. Sam or any of the technical team members, do you have any other questions you can add in? You're most welcome. Simon, Herman.
If not, I have
Himanshu.
1 2 things to add later.
Yeah. This is a great chance for us, to get some great gems. Oh, here's one guy who's very specific. He says, how to recruit insurance guys. You may have some advice here, Bernard?
Same thing, extra income.
Extra income, huh?
Same thing. And use tools. I like to use tools. I use a book called A Financial Planner's View to MLM. Yeah. I use that extensively. Decent results.
These are very specific individuals. Insurance people are very well trained. So if you are not well trained yourself, you may not be able to succeed with these people. So
Yeah.
Follow some of Bernard's advice. Try to improve yourself so that you can meet such kind of specific targets.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the Sam Sias in your team, you want the Bernard Chans in your team, and so on, listen to this statement. To have more, we need to become more. Sam texted earlier, growth is essential. It's about the law of vibration. It's not so much about the doing, but the being. We are human beings. So never compromise your continual growth. Very important. Very, very important.
Yeah, coming back to our questions, Bernard. How do you see the Kangen business in the next 5 years?
Because what I saw in my vision for Kangen in 10 years has been pulled down to 5 years because of COVID phenomenon. With the key points I mentioned at the beginning, if Enagic is not doing 50,000 a month globally, it is underperforming. And when it's underperforming, it is for any of us to rise up and just go and grab market share. We are dealing with water and 70%. And it seems that Enagic is the only one that has very, very drastic, noticeable difference on the body. Ladies and gentlemen, just on that point alone, let's assume Enagic pays lousy commission. If Enagic is a one-in-one product, and it seems that it's the only one-in-one product, and if Enagic pays lousy commission, you should still be a millionaire, no? Did you hear what I just said, ladies and gentlemen? But the bonus is Enagic pays ridiculous commission.
Another 10 minutes. You wait for me, can I?
Sam, you are not muted. So he's so cute. So listen. With the added bonus of a good complaint, with the added bonus of a great timing and great history, in the words of Zahid, proven. And now with COVID phenomenon, and if you're not making it big in Enagic, can I suggest combination of a few things that's happening in you. Number one, you have been doing it wrongly, not in without the clarity that I mentioned earlier. Number one. Number two, you're not working hard enough. Number three, the combination of those two. Because without amazing complaint, without amazing timing, without the COVID phenomenon, just on the one-on-one product alone, the only one-on-one product, all of us should be millionaires. So can I say something? One day I was talking to Sam. I say, Sam, hey, so far we are doing quite all right. I think that was 1 year ago. That was an international, third anniversary of Enagic India. And I say, Sam, we so far doing quite all right. Then I said, do you know Romy Vadera on his 4th year was doing 4,000 units a month? Can you remember the conversation, Sam? You know, I said, we are underperforming, man. He only had one video to show, the Dr. Shinya before and after colon, that's all. And he had to create his own video. So ladies and gentlemen, Sam and myself, we are underperforming. We are all right, yeah, but let's rise up, okay, based on those 4 points. Okay, over to you, Michael.
Thank you for sharing, Bernard. And thank you for letting us know that we don't have to be perfect to start this business.
Yeah. That's a very good point. How many of you did demo first few times and make mistake and the other party didn't know and you got away with it? Yeah, my point. Yeah. Anyway, Michael.
Someone says you have a very great liking for these two numbers, 4922, or is it 4940? Can you amplify on that?
Yes. I got first prize for that 4D.
Wow.
It's not through the normal 4D. This is my real 4D. Up to maybe about 3 years ago, I estimated based on my track record, which unfortunately, I don't keep that good a track record of people that I prospect, I follow up. Let's say if I prospect, say, Xing here, and then he says no and all that, no, and I ascertain that I should follow up with him 6 months, that he will not be angry with me if it's 6 months, and he says no. I follow up with him another 6 months. After 7 times I follow up with him, I will consider that as 7 approaches. Get me, ladies and gentlemen? So up to about 3 years ago, I ascertained that I had about 5,000 approaches. 5,000 approaches. Okay.
5,000 different people or what? 5,000 different people?
No. Some are repeated, some are different people. It just approaches regardless of the same person or not. Okay. 5,000. And at that time, about 3 years ago, I had a 78 direct sales. 78 direct sales. So can someone please do a simple math of my failure rate? 5,000 minus 78. How much is that? 4,922.
4,922, yeah.
So I failed 4,922 times after 7 years. But I was successful in 78 times. 78 or 70, I found 78. And from the 78, the total group sales that was paid on was 75,000. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Just take away the 78. Just let the law of large numbers work it. For every approach, I was paid 15. Out of the 5,000, for every approach, I approached 5,000 approaches, I was paid 75,000. So for every approach, I was paid 15 sales. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? So, may you do your 4922. 4922. I last mentioned we don't have crystal ball. We don't know. Who has made this mistake before? Wow, this so and so, he has so much potential, he has so many contacts. How come he doesn't want to do the business? Who, disappointed by that before? You don't know. Okay, Sam, can I check with you whether you have good builder team under a downline that didn't do too well, but enough to bring another downline that didn't do too well, that enough to bring another downline that didn't do too well, then boom, and you look at the first downline, potential not so big, but never mind, I'll just do the numbers game. Did you go through that, Sam?
I believe in that. I believe in that because I've seen it happening in my team. All right, you have people. You see, the thing is this. I keep telling Bernard.
Yes.
Now, when I see a prospect, Bernard, I think you also know that you were not interested in me, in the business. You were interested in the people that I bring into this business.
Yes.
So that's how the business should work.
On a separate note, nothing to do with business, ladies and gentlemen. When I prospected Sam for business, of course, it's what all of you know what has happened. But the huge bonus I have, this is a separate issue. It's a friendship that I formed with him, and of course with many of my downlines. The value that I get as a person, the value that I get from Sam as being my friend, my associate, the value that that I get from him associating with him is so much more than the money that I earn through the overriding. Those of you who know him personally, his hunger to learn, I'm jealous. No, the rate he improves himself, the rate he applies what he learns, I'm very jealous. Yeah. But anyway, that's a separate issue. I just wanted to add that to honor the friendship that Sam and myself have.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you,
Yeah,
Bernard. I truly also acknowledge you as a friend, and I've also been growing so much because of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Acknowledge
But
and
you are
honor.
very well rewarded, Bernard, for the patience, for your vision, and for your camaraderie with Sam. Because of that, we benefit too, in some way or another. Keep going, keep going. Okay, so because you want Sam to be 7, dash 7, be the first guy to hit dash 7 in the group.
I may want him to be dash 7 more than he wants to be dash 7 first.
Okay. Okay, we'll give you some time to wrap up whatever you have to deliver, Bernard.
Okay. Anyone interested to know my one main singular regret? Anyone?
Yes, me.
Okay. I'm going to share screen.
Go ahead.
You can.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hang on. Let me try to get my computer up. Many of you through EKW have seen the parable of the funnel. Now, my main regret. Okay, here is the funnel. Now, this business is all about funnel, not social media funnels, okay? What the top part will be all the context in your life that you will ever know and will be knowing. And because it is a numbers game, you endeavor to talk to as many. But you will never be able to talk to all. Agree, everyone? Oops,
Yes, yes,
sorry.
yes.
I don't know what happened to that, but let me redraw. Okay? So you will never be able to talk to all. You talk to a bit less. If you work hard, maybe quite a high percentage. Now, those that you talk to, not all will entertain you and reciprocate. So again, less. This is including follow-up. Michael, remind me to talk about my second regret, which is an advice for everybody also. Record keeping, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, those that reciprocate, listen to you, not all will buy. They may even take some time for you. They inquire, then less and less will inquire to the second level and the third level, appointment and so on. And then those that really buy will be here only. Get me? Yeah? Thumbs up if you understand so far. Now, those that buy, thank you, Pankaj. Those that buy, some will do the business. Those that do the business, some will do it quite well. And those that do it, amongst those that do it quite well, some will do really well. And amongst those really well, only a handful will be what Eric Worre calls the catalysts, the influencers. No, he called influencers. Sam calls it catalysts. Now, from here, yes, while you are looking for those people, you get to have your customers, your partial part-time builders and all that. They will pay you pocket money. The pocket money is called 8 Point. The unfortunate thing is the 8 Point is so good, people focus on 8 Point and nothing else. And they compromise the long-term beauty of the comp plan, which is the 6A2 and above. Okay, never compromise. Ladies and gentlemen, our products, if you want to take it one step further, it's not machines, okay? Our products are the lives of people that we touch. Okay, one of Sam's lines by the name of Ray, I never earned a single 8 Point. His uplines are all in Malaysia and he's Singaporean. And I wasn't driven by 8 Point. I approached him and said, Ray, do you need my help? Now, if I was focused on 8 Points, I wouldn't have approached him. He is an accomplished network marketer, but pertaining to Enagic, I know more than him at that time. Thank God I saw him as my real product, the lives of people that I touch, because I didn't understand the power of the comp plan. So now listen, I became a 6A in April 2011, 6A, and 6A2 in 5 months, July, I think. July 2011. So now listen to this. Earlier, I earned a lot of pocket money, 8 Point. But here is the real money. It starts very small. Okay. So from August to December, I started earning August to December 2011, I started earning some 6A2 bonuses. Now this paled compared to the 8 Point, which was the main money then. Then 2012, I'm talking about 6A2 and above bonuses only, ladies and gentlemen, the stable money, if we have builders in our team. And thankfully for Sam and myself and many of us, this has grown because we have built the business right to a certain extent. That's why it's growing. Okay, so far, myself, I have been paid all this money in 6A2 and above bonuses. This money here has been a few million and whatever, okay? Now, I like to make 2 points here. Number one, my 9 years and 5 months in the business, while this has been very handsome, the full worth of what I have, the full worth of the business has not been. I'm writing with the Apple Pencil. But anyway, the full worth of my 9 years, 5 months have not been realized yet. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to this. Because, Sam, can you unmute? If I go on a 2-year Christian overseas mission trip, Sam, would you quit doing the business? No, right?
Of course not.
Yeah. Okay. Because the business, the reason for you doing the business is still the same, never change. So, in other words, if Sam doesn't stop the business, you guys don't stop doing the business, my financial reward is not fully realized yet. Why? It will continue to come. It has not finished coming based on my initial effort. So the few $1 million or whatever million that Sam and myself and Judy and Chin and whoever, if the team has been built well, what we have been paid so far in 9 years is installment of the full potential of what we have done so far. I remember I saw the look of Zahid when I mentioned this example, and I remember that, Zahid, and you mata besar-besar. So far, this, while a lot of people say, wow, so much money, that is installment. Point number one. Now I'd like to come to my main regret. While my all-out massive action was very, very strong, my regret was this. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't go to the toilet now. My regret was this year, instead of, say, example, 3 demos a day during all-out massive action, example, if I could have squeezed in 1 demo more a day, 1 more, ladies and gentlemen, just 1 more every day, maybe the chart would have been this. Maybe it could have been this. Maybe it could have been this. And therefore, this is missed forever because of lack of 1 demo a day. This here potentially is a few $1 million. Number 2, what about in perpetuity? So my biggest regret, while I work hard during the all-out massive action, I could have worked harder. So that's my biggest regret. So my advice to you guys here, new, old, whatever, if you're going to go on an all-out massive action, not enough. Must go into a super all-out massive action, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, I was able to swim 50 meters underwater in the Olympic pool, 1 breath. And one of the secrets, of course, you have to be fairly fit and efficient in your swimming, was I kept telling myself while I swam, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, don't make my mistake. Anything to comment, Sam?
You've covered your second regret too with that, Bernard.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Sam, would you want to add on, or I cover my second regret?
Okay, you have to be fast about it because we're running into our time
Okay,
already.
then I cover my second regret first.
Go ahead.
Okay. My second regret is I was not as diligent in record keeping. Everyone that I approach, I should have had a record. Thank you, Sonia. Everyone, if I had done that, ladies and gentlemen, if you do that diligently, do you know after 3 years, you don't need to prospect another new person forever? You have enough to follow up. Of course, you continue to prospect, but you don't need to, because your number of people that didn't say yes will be your pool that you continue to follow up gently. My regret is I didn't excel it. I didn't use a spreadsheet to methodically write down. I do have my records, but wasn't methodical enough. Imagine you all out massive action, you work hard, and you after 3 years, you have a certain degree of success and all that. You have so many people to follow up. You almost don't have to follow up with 5 new people. So that's my regret, Michael. I hope I've ended that, basically.
Thank you very much for sharing. Let's give a big round of applause to Bernard for his great sharing today. I'm sure many of us are going to get inspired to do bigger things in our Kangen life. And
So sorry. I want to
Yeah,
add on one last thing. So sorry. This one
Okay.
must say. Okay, the crowd is
ahead,
quite
go
good. Okay, thanks for the extension, everyone. Okay, now I've said this before, even on India. Said Enagic is here to last. Its history, if the history is any indicator of its future. Okay, and you know, today we look at in India the Tata family and so on, the legacy this family is leaving, and so on, and all that. This conglomerate in Malaysia, in Singapore, and all that. Now, based on your actions today, what will your grandchildren be talking about you? Number two, based on your actions today, what will the grandchildren of your downlines be talking about you because you changed their grandparents' lives, the trajectory of their grandparents' life? I just wanted to end with that. Okay, over to you, Michael and Sam.
Thank you very much. Sam, do you have anything to add before I wrap up?
Yes, Bernard. People here are asking you to come back again to speak.
I'm open for your invitation. I take that as an honor and a compliment. Thank you very much.
All right, of course. I think many of us have gotten a lot of gems, and of wisdom from Bernard. So that's just what you get from coming in to listen to on our weekly meetings. All you need to do is to get one idea, you know. So take this opportunity to invite your team members to come into our meeting every Wednesday. So I just want to take a moment to just introduce the next speaker for next week. Okay. Next week we'll be having 6A2-5, John and June Lim from Sabah, Malaysia, to be our next topic speaker. So next week, same time. So thank you once more. Thank you again, Bernard, for your time and your generosity in sharing your gems here. So we will be having you back here again sometime in the future. All right. So let's all give a big hand to Bernard.
Yes.
Thank you, and everyone.
Thank you for sharing, Bernard. It was great.
Thank you for having me here, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Michael?
With that, we will have to end our session by saying a word of thanks to all those who have stayed right up till the end of this session, and also to our speaker, Mr. Bernard Chan. Once again, let's give him a big round of applause. It's not easy to get him to speak, but when he speaks, he gives you a big charge up for you to grow on. And we also need to say a word of thanks to those who have shared their Kangen experiences. And we also need to say a big word of thanks to our team leader, Sam and Cora. Let's give them a big round of applause for their
and also let's all give a
sharing.
big hand to Michael for doing such a good job in hosting this event. Michael, thank you, Michael.
And everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, so that we can meet again next week. Thank you.
All right. Okay, I'm going to allow everybody to be unmuted so that you can unmute yourself and say your bye-bye. And also stay on to take a group photo, screen photograph. Okay. Okay, you can unmute yourself now.
Bye-bye. Hello, thank you.
Bye, Sam.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank Bernard. Thank you. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Sam.
See you all next week.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bernard.
Sam. Thank you, Bernard.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Sam,
Michael.
and thank you, Bernard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Tom.
Vado turmi.
Bye.
Thank you, Bernard.
Bye-bye.
Please bye.
Thank you, Sam.
Welcome.
I'm going to end the meeting now.
Thank you.